Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, we're going to talk about Pinterest ads. We've been doing Pinterest ads for quite a while already and have spent like more than $100,000 on advertising on Pinterest. And we have like the process already figured out on how it works. And I wanted to share here in this video like a general overview on the things you may like you need to know about Pinterest and how it works. So first thing number one, like at least by now, like your account won't get banned. Like it's very difficult to get your account banned. I've never get any of my Pinterest accounts banned. Um, I mean, I don't know anyone either that had their account banned, like it's super weird that something like that happens. Usually it has to be something about like verification, like when you don't I mean, if you do suspicious activity inside Pinterest, that's where you can get banned. But if you're only using it like pretty straightforward and super clear and you are honest with them with information you set up, then you won't have issues like this. So that's thing number one, your accounts never get banned. Um, even if you get a lot of ad rejected, like on my accounts I have hundreds, and I really mean hundreds of ads rejected by Pinterest, and that never had any issue or any shadow ban on anything related on my ads. So that's a really great thing about the platform. If you're dealing with Facebook rejections and banned accounts and everything like that, that can be a headache sometimes. And I mean, you can pretty much find a way around all those problems by advertising on Pinterest. So, thing number two, if you don't Pinterest, do, if you do Pinterest ads correctly, it can give you very consistent results. That means it will have its own fluctuations, like from one day to another. It's normal. That's on every platform. I mean, no algorithm is perfect. So I mean, you will always have inconsistencies, but it's not gonna be a big deal, like most likely you may find a day where you're breaking even, but I mean not losing money, like something that can happen sometimes with Facebook. Here on Pinterest, your results are pretty much consistent when you're doing things correctly. So that's a really great thing. I think that I like a lot about this platform. Point number three, it's super easy to set up. It's a lot easier than Facebook. Like setting up your pixels, setting up your accounts, making your pins, and then building your campaigns is a lot easier than Facebook. You're gonna see this like on the next videos. It's something that I like a lot about the platform. Like you can launch product one after another, like super a lot faster than on Facebook. Then you have no spending limit. If you want to spend, let's say $1,000, like right from the start, you can do that. On Facebook you can't. On Facebook, you have to scale your budget like on over time. You start with 100 and 200 and 300, and sometimes maybe it can happen that you want to scale from 100 a day to 1,000 a day, and you have a spending limit on that day on a week, for example. Maybe 1 week Facebook will only let you spend $500 and not the 1,000 you want. Here in Pinterest, you can spend as much as you want, well, actually, as you can from day one, and that's super great if you have enough budget to scale fast and go all in. So I mean, you can test 20 products right from the start on Pinterest with $100 a day each product, and it will spend your budget. Then, well, I already told you this. You can get as many ads rejected as you want without the risk of getting your account shut down. Now, your winning products usually tend to last longer. Your creatives tend to last longer because a product doesn't die. What dies is your offer and your creative. So one creative on Pinterest tend to last longer than on Facebook. It's not black and white thing, you know. Sometimes it can last longer on Facebook, depends on the product, on the creative, on people, but usually I found that products last longer, you know, interest. Now, one additional thing is that it takes more time and budget to optimize. You can be profitable on Facebook like on day three, you know, from then on you are profitable every single day. Pinterest needs at least at least 7 days to start getting more consistent results, and I would say 10 to 14 to actually finish the learning process. And in the learning process, you need to supply it with enough budget for it to know who is your ideal customer and start getting more consistent results. So it actually takes more time and a bit more budget to optimize. You need to spend more in order to make decisions. It's not about just like your CPAs and things like that. It's more about like giving it enough time and budget in order to optimize. You can have maybe an interest that won't start getting good results unless it spends like $150 maybe or $100 in order to start getting results, you know. And that's a thing that happened with Pinterest. Like it needs a bit more time and budget, but if you ask me, it's totally worth it. This goes together with number 7. Number 8 is don't rush to make decisions. If you are starting on Pinterest instead of Facebook, then the most important thing you want to understand and be conscious about is to don't rush things. Like don't try to make decisions on one day, like 1 or 3 days of data. You know, you wanna let it spend, let it optimize, and then make decisions after a certain amount of time. You know, like, and understanding this is crucial to understand the platform and to not panic. You know, like sometimes you just have to let it spend and not panic at all. You know, like it will eventually work or not work, doesn't matter. It's an investment and you have to be aware of that. You have to invest in your ads and just let it spend, you know, like be patient about it. You know, eventually you will find your winners and Pinterest will optimize and you'll be able to, you will make money and recover any losses in your initial investment. So just don't rush things up. If you rush things, you can screw everything and never get to see profits. So we're gonna go more deep into this later in the process, but being patient is one of the key factors here to make this platform to work. So this goes together with the number 9. Let Pinterest spend and optimize.
And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. See you in the next one.